Why was it so easy when he fought Frank Martin?
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter.
Frank Martin became the latest victim of Tank Davis, suffering a devastating knockout on June 15th at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Like Lamont Roach before him, Martin had hoped to be the first to hand Davis a career defeat and claim the WBA lightweight title. However, Davis once again proved why he is one of boxing's most dangerous fighters.
We're going to conquer it. Everybody know what I'm coming here to do. If you don't, then shit, you're going to be in for a surprise. I know you're going to be surprised.
Following the fight, Martin opened up in a recent interview, revealing the trouble Lamont Roach might be in. "He's got power," Martin said. "He does a great job of landing the big shot. He knows how to place that punch right on the button to take guys out." He emphasized Davis's accuracy as a key difference maker, saying, "He's an accurate puncher and knows how to land that shot." These words may seem simple, but coming from someone who has experienced Tank's power firsthand, they carry significant weight. Martin is no rookie.
I say 9th round.
What?
I say 9th round.
You said 9th?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at night.
I'm telling you saying you going down in a night?
Roach has been vocal about his determination, claiming he's ready to shock the world. "My mindset is to beat him," he told Boxing Scene. Roach seems to be thriving in the underdog role, fueled by the doubt of fans. However, no amount of bravado can change the facts. Davis is coming off a knockout win over a strong contender in Martin and boasts an unbeaten record of 30-0 with 28 knockouts. Roach, on the other hand, is moving up in weight and facing a fighter at the peak of his powers. Martin's experience alone should serve as a warning. His fight against Davis wasn't one-sided. He had his moments in the first 7 rounds.
Yeah, man, I mean, it's going to go. Tank going to be losing the first 3 rounds. Then he's going to download the data. Then he going to knock this dude out in round 7 or 8. Then he going to do the backflip. Then Jim Gray's going to get in the ring, or Caleb Plant's wife, and say, "Who do you want next?" And Tank's going to say, "I want all those guys." And they're going to go to the press conference, and Elliot Setback's going to say, "Who do you want next?" He say, "I want all the guys."
Martin's comments about Davis knowing how to hit opponents on the button highlight this perfectly. Davis doesn't just throw wild punches hoping for a lucky connection. He dissects his opponents, patiently waiting for the perfect moment to land a decisive blow. For Roach, the psychological battle may be just as crucial as the physical one. Davis has a reputation for breaking his opponent's will before breaking their bodies. Even if a fighter withstands his early power shots, the mental strain of knowing that one mistake could end the night is enough to wear anyone down. Roach and Davis have history, having fought in the amateurs, but that familiarity...
Thank all day, baby. Thank all day.
Roach's recent success shouldn't be overlooked. He captured his junior lightweight title in November 2023 by defeating Hector Luis Garcia and successfully defended it against Fergal MCC, but those fights are a world apart from what he's walking into on March 1st. Davis isn't just a champion. He's a 3-division title holder with a reputation as one of the most feared punchers in boxing. The jump from 130 LEB to 135 LEBs is significant. But it's not just about size, it's about dealing with the...
I promise you, you better lead them home. You better lead the females home. On my mother, you better lead the females home and the kids. On my mother.
The build-up to this fight has been filled with tension. Roach's camp, led by his father and trainer Lamont Roach Sr., knows they are facing an uphill battle. While they have expressed respect for Davis, there is an undeniable sense that they feel overlooked. Roach Jr. acknowledged this, saying, "This camp is different because I feel like they are counting me out." But being counted out isn't the same as being underestimated. Davis doesn't take anyone lightly, and Roach will need to bring more than just determination to the ring. Davis's win over Martin wasn't just another notch on his belt.
I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all this and all the people talking shit about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog. and he want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm gonna show y'all what happens when two dogs get in the ring.
His knockout power is no secret, but what's becoming increasingly clear is his ability to adapt and execute a game plan. Martin's acknowledgement of Davis's accuracy highlights just how dangerous Tank truly is. He doesn't just throw punches, he lands them with intent and precision. However, Lamont Roach Jr. is making it clear that he's not stepping into the ring just to be another name on Davis's growing list of knockouts. Roach isn't shy about addressing comparisons to Frank Martin. He believes he presents a completely different challenge for Davis and isn't afraid to say so. Respectfully, I'm not Frank Martin. Frank Martin started boxing when he was, 15, Roach said in an interview with Najee Grampus on Cigar Talk.
I'm not looking at Lamont the way that everybody else look at Lamont. Like, I know Lamont is a really good fighter. I'm not. This ain't no Frank Martin. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
It's the real.
For Roach, this distinction is critical. He's implying that Martin's later start in boxing put him at a disadvantage, especially against a fighter as dangerous and polished as Davis. Roach, who has been in the sport since childhood, sees his experience as a key factor in his own chances. Elaborating on Martin's lack of experience, Roach said, "Frank Martin don't got the experience that he needed, as everybody could see. It's not like I'm just talking ye, or nothing like that. He didn't have the experience to be in there with someone as skilled or as experienced as Tank. It's a fair critique. While Martin entered the Davis fight with a spotless record, he didn't have a long history."
You think that the boxing fans is kind of hypocritical when they beg for fighters to dare to be great, but if they see it from your point of view, instead of Gervonta being frustrated with Gervonta Tank Davis, you stepping up, you daring to be great, and they won't be frustrated if they look at from your point of view.
Roach didn't stop there. He went on to assert that he is on the same level as Davis in nearly every aspect. "I got the same skill level as Tank. I got the same experience as Tank. I got the reflexes. I have the ability. I damn sure got the IQ." It's a bold claim, especially considering Davis's resume. Tank's 30-0 record with 28 knockouts speaks for itself. But Roach seems unfair.
You see who it is? Yeah. Who is the dude? Who is the dude?
And that right there.
Perhaps the most important source of Roach's confidence is his durability. "I think I got hit on my tats a couple times. Ain't nobody ever dropped me," Roach said. It's true. He's known for having a solid chin. Even in his lone career loss to Jamel Herring in 2019, Roach insists he wasn't truly knocked.
The fact that Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is, it goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together.
The ref saw that my foot came up, and I try. That's why he didn't call it a knockdown," Roach explained. It's this kind of toughness that Roach believes will set him apart from Davis's past opponents. He understands that many of Tank's opponents didn't just lose physically, they were beaten mentally before the final bell rang. But Roach is determined not to let that happen to him. His mindset is clear. If he's going to lose, it won't be because he crumbled under pressure or got caught off guard. Roach also acknowledged Davis's power, something no fighter can afford to overlook.
Rematch clause, people, so get ready for 2 fights. But, yes, and after I beat him the second time, I probably would ask the WBA to let me go up to 140 and fight.
It's worth noting that Davis was dealing with a hand injury during the Cruz fight, which likely contributed to his inability to score a knockout. That fight tested Tank's ability to adapt when things didn't go his way, and he passed. For Roach, that adaptability is one of Davis's most dangerous traits. But despite all of Davis's strengths, Roach still sees areas he can exploit, the FAS. "Ones that I do know I'll try to exploit," Roach said. However, he's under no illusions about the challenge ahead. It's not going to be easy. We all know that. He's a hell of a fighter. That kind of respect is refreshing in a sport often dominated by trash talk. Roach isn't claiming to have some...
Would you be content if you won this and that's your last fight? Or nah, still some more heads you gotta put on the wall?
Yeah, it's definitely some more heads to
Get on the wall.
Lamont Roach Jr. has never been one to sit back and let his fists do all the talking. Whether in the ring or stirring the pot on social media, Roach isn't afraid to make noise, especially with Tank Davis in his sights. Their upcoming showdown on March 1st is more than just a fight for a title. It's a fight for pride and redemption. Their rivalry dates back to their amateur days in 2011, when Davis defeated Roach twice. Those losses have clearly stuck with Roach, and this fight is his long-awaited chance to settle the score. Over the years, both fighters have built impressive professional careers, but Davis has undoubtedly risen to superstar status. Now, Roach is determined to rewrite history.
I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, I mean, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a